Okay, we're going to apply what we did last lesson to some equation solving. Solve the equation. We're not going to do that problem. Okay. I will be doing this problem. 12x to the second power minus 11x plus 2 equals 0. We got to find the x values. Well, since we have x to the second power, there's two answers. Okay. And you have x second power. You've also got x. You are applying your factoring properties in. Okay. So circle your equals, the zeros there, you're set. Okay. Now, again, you have a trinomial. That's three terms over on the other side. You need to put those into a P1, P2 formation. Three terms, we're going to go GCF. Kick your equals 0 out if you wish, and then your table. Just remember, 0 is not part of this, as I'm just looking at these three. Last term does not have x. First term does not have a negative. Okay, there's no negative in front. 12, 11, and 2. Now I've got 2, so 2. Now 12's in that row, but 11's not. They'd all three have to be in the same row. The only place they'd be in the same row is the first row. And if they're in the first row, then it's just 1. Don't do it. Now you're going to take A, B, C. You're taking positive 12 times positive 2. That's positive 12 times positive 2. That's 24, and it's positive. You should be writing down match. So just put two signs that match. That's that easy, okay? And you're adding to the B term, which is negative 11, okay? Now, let's find some factors of 24. 24, you're finding factors of 24. You can find that by taking 24, start dividing. 1 and 24. Negative 1 plus negative 24 is not it, okay? 24, after 1 comes 2. 2, 12. Number I divided by, answer I got. Negative 14, nope. 3 and 8. 3, 8, add them. Boom, right number, right sign, we got it. Okay. Now, now A is not going to be a 1x to the second on every problem. Now it's going to be well, this problem here, it's a 12x to the second. Now, we're going to make two sets of parentheses, because you know 12 could be a variety of things. 1x, 12x, 2x times 6x, 3x times 4x, but I need to make sure it's the right one. So I put a minus 3, a minus 8. So I'm going to put 12, x, x. Now you don't keep them there, because 12 times 12 is not 12. And also, that times that, negative 3, negative 8 is not 20, not 2. Okay, it will be if you do it right. So you divide these, look up 12 and 3. Here's 3, here's 12. 3 and 12 are in row 3. So you divide by 3, and that gives you 4x minus 1. Okay, so that's going to be our first factor over here. Now 12 and 8. Go find 8. I'm not seeing 12, so I go up. 8, 12, that's 4. Okay. That's 3x minus 2. Cross that out then. 4 times 3, I think, is 12, isn't it? It is. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2, so we know that that's right. So you got your F1, your F2. So 4x minus 1 equals 0. 3x minus 2 equals 0. So you got times 4 and minus 1, where you're going to have to add the 1 first. then take 1 divided by 4. Now if you put a decimal, that's fine, or you can just go second. I'm fine with 0.25, or you can go PRB, it's 1/4. Okay. Now over here, you plus 2, that's 2, so 3 times x equals 2. 2 divided by 3 is a sloppy decimal. Second PRB equals will be 2/3. Okay. 1/4 and 2/3. I will do the next one on the next page. I'm not going to do this one. 3x to the second power plus 19x plus 6 equals 0. So there's got to be two answers. Okay. We have x to the second, and we've also got x, so that right away we know with that when that's the case, you need factoring properties. Here's a 0, 0's here, you're set. Okay. So 3 terms. Okay. So that's going to be GCF table right here. The equals 0 just spaces out. Set up your T table. Okay, in this trinomial, the last term does not have a variable. The first term, there is no negative, and then 3, 19, and 6. So here's 3. Yeah, I'm not seeing 19 and 6. So 3, there's a 6, but there's not 19. It's got to be all of them, okay? 3, 6, yeah, it's just 1 again. Okay. So A, B, C. 3 times 6 is 18. Positive 3 times positive 6. That's positive 3 times positive 6. So it's positive again. So that's a match. Okay. All right, match the signs, please. Just go negative, negative. We'll switch them if it's wrong. Okay. But they match. You're adding to what the B is, and that B is positive 19. Divide, so 18 divided by 1 is 18. I think that's got some possibilities. I mean, that's going to be negative 19. To make it positive 19, we just go positive, positive. Okay. Now the A is equal to 3 times x to the second. So it's not 1 times x second, obviously. But that's easy to deal with if you listen. Okay, so you're going to go plus 1 plus 18. So take that 3 and just place it, wherever the 3 is. If that was a 9, I'd put 9, and the next second would be XX. 3 and 1, that's just in the 1 row, so that you can divide by 1, but I'm just saying it stays the same. So there's your first factor, 3x plus 1. And then my second factor, the 3 and the 18, there's 3, there's 18, that would be in the third row. So it's going to be 1x plus 6. Now I'm going to scratch out the 1. It has to be a 1 to scratch out. So x plus 6, since 1x and x mean the same thing. So F1, F2. So then 3x plus 1 could equal 0, or x plus 6 could equal 0. Zero minus 1 is negative 1. So negative 1 divided by 3. Second PRB, negative 1/3. Then x plus 6, there's no multiplying number because you took the 1 away, which is the point because it's stupid to divide by 1, so it's negative 6. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. Okay, it's going to be this one. I'm going to get rid of this one. We have 2x to the second power plus 1x minus 10 equals 0. Yes, that is a 0. So there are 2 answers. Okay. We have x to the second, and we have x. So we have to apply our factoring principles. Okay, so we're at 0, we're set. So now I look over here, I've got 3 terms. GCF table. I don't see a letter. I don't see a negative in front. 2, 1, and 10 would just be 1. Okay. So A, B, C. 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. Okay. What should I write now? 2, positive 2 times negative 10. That's negative 20. See, I told you so. You get that, you write mismatch. So put a mismatch of the signs. It means just they're different. Okay. You are adding to the B, which is positive 1 up there. Positive 1. Okay, so I start dividing. I can stop when I get something that adds to some type of 1. I can switch the signs if it's wrong. So 20 divided by 1 is 20. 1 plus negative 20. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 2 plus negative 10. No. It's got to be it's got to be 1. Okay. 20 divided by 3 is a decimal, so skip it. You don't need that. You don't write it. And now go to 4. 4 and 5. 4, 5. Now I take my 4 and I add negative 5. I got the right number, but I have the wrong sign. Easy to fix. Positive, negative. Just go back and switch if it's the wrong sign. Now your A is 2x to the second. Okay. Now I don't want people saying, well, 2 could only be 1 times 2. Yeah, but where's the 1 and where's the 2 go? You don't know. So follow the plan. So take that 2, x second, x, x. Okay. So 2 and 4. Here's 2, here's 4. So you divide that one by 2. That'd be 1x minus 2. You're allowed to scratch out the 1 if it's a 1 in front of the x. Okay, 2 and 5. 2 and 5 are only in the first row, so that would stay 2x plus 5. Okay. Okay, so there we have it. F1, F2. So x minus 2 could equal 0, or 2x plus 5 could equal 0. Plus 2, that would be 2. Now here I have a 2 times and a plus 5, so we need to get rid of the plus 5 first by minusing 5. That would be negative 5. Negative 5 divided by 2 is a decimal. You can put what you got, or second PRB. It would be negative 2.5, or you could put negative 2.5 because that's what the decimal is. I'm good with either. Okay, we're going to do one last one. This one's kind of tricky. Well, first off, how am I to know how many answers I got when there's a parentheses? Okay. So first I probably need to distribute, okay, the 1x to the 20x and the 1x to the negative 3. So you're distributing a 1x. And by the way, I wrote the wrong number here. That needs to be a 2. Okay, it's on the other side, but it's a 2. Okay, so 1 times 20 is 20. X times x is x to the second. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3 with x. Okay. Now slot that just like you would. You put the 2 still on that side. You have an x second and an x. So I do not have a constant slot yet. I said yet. Okay. So we have 20 and negative 3. Now I at least see what I have for variables. I have x second, and I've got x along with him, okay? So we have to factor. I don't have my 0 there, there's a 2 there, so I put a 0 and I minus 2. Now 2 is a constant, meaning it doesn't have a variable, so it can't go here or here, it just hangs out. Now you line up your equals 0. Now you have x second, x, and the constant. So now you will have a constant slot. So x second, you got 20. The x, you have -3. And then you have -2. If it's a minus, it's a negative. Okay. Now GCF table. Okay, so no x, there is no negative. 23 and 2 are just in the one row together. Okay, so again, 20 times -2 is -40. A positive times a negative is a negative, and 20 times 2 is 40, so it's a negative. That's a mismatch. So right away, put the signs so they mismatch, not hard. Add -3. 40 divided by 1 is 40. There's no way that adds to -3. You can tell just by looking at it. 2 and 20. Put the number you divided by, the answer you got. Nope. 4 divided by 3 is decimal. 4 and 10. Nope, I need -3. 40 divided by 5, 5, 8. The 5, 8 combination, does that add up to -3? Yup, it does. It's the right number, it's the right sign. We're good. Okay, now your A, go check your A. Your A up there is 20 times x to the second. Okay. So you go 20. You put your plus 5, you put your minus 8, then 20x, 20x. So 20 and 5, look in the 5 row, there's 5, there's 20, so we would be dividing by 5 here, and that would be 4x plus 1. 20 and 8, go to the 8, first time you see 8, 8, no 20, here's 8, here's 20, it's 4. So that would be 5x, and you can put the 4x plus 1 down, okay? Now 5x minus 2. There's the other one. Put that equals 0, and you got F1, F2. So 4x plus 1 equals 0, 5x minus 2 equals 0. So minus 1, 0 minus 1 is -1. Divide by 4, that's going to be -0.25. If you go back into second PRB equals, it's -1/4, but I'm fine with -0.25. Over here you got times 5 minus 2, so plus 2. 5 times x equals 2. Divide by 5, divide by 5. 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. If you go second PRB, it just takes it back to 2/5. I'm fine with a decimal as long as it's not crazy. And the assignment, here's the ones you're going to cross out, okay? Be nice. Get rid of, do these two, okay? This one and this one. Cross out 3 and 4, okay? Cross out number 6, and you need to do, and cross out number 8, okay? So basically you're doing numbers 1, number 2, number 5, and number